All right, so I'm here with Luke Fisher. Luke is an expert at weightlifting, and he's come on here with North Stars Berryville to share some of his wisdom with us. And Luke, we're great to have you. What? How did you get into weightlifting?
I wanted to be able to pick up heavy things when I was much younger to not just impress people, but also to not tear something also so I could get stronger and be able to pick up heavy things to help family move whenever people from church or anywhere need me to help them move also so I could get stronger and just wanted to be stronger of how I wanted it to begin with again, just mainly want to be able to pick up heavy stuff.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Uh, was there some influence with your dad that
Yes, my dad first got me into it, showed me how when I was much younger, and then my older brother, since he also took lifting courses at the Clark County High School, helped me know how to get strong when I was much younger, like middle school through sophomore year of high school when I first started. But what inspired me to first focus on fitness and how I wanted to be strong was challenges and lessons. What were my biggest challenges of what I faced when starting out, how and to overcome figure. I read some books, took lifting classes in high school, and I have worked with trainers
wow.
during the pandemic when it was hard when the gyms were closed on a walk. I met on a walk 3 months before COVID hit us. How I'm related to the Karate Kid movie is I met my next door neighbor in December of 2019 since the world didn't shut down until March of 2020. When I was on my walk, I introduced myself, told him how strong I was, and thanks to me introducing myself 3 months later, I knew he'd be fine with me going to his house and lifting weights when COVID first hit us because thanks to that he taught me real powerlifting and got me started to it. So if you need any questions, go ahead. So I don't want to talk too much if you need to ask any questions of how
No,
like I said.
I like listening to you. The Karate Kid movie you're talking about, is that like the newer one with
Yes.
Jackie Chan and
Yes.
oh, that's cool.
How I was hating it at first when I first moved here. Well, it was a big change after living that house down there on Hancock Court in Berryville for 16
Yeah.
and a half years. Well, how I started liking it here is when I was talking to you about the net movie is thanks to COVID hitting us. Once again, they don't teach you anything right or good things about lifting throughout high school. I'm glad thanks to COVID hitting us, he taught me real powerlifting, got me started in powerlifting. How I'm related to that movie is how I'm excited to share this with you all is thanks to him getting me into it and teaching me the right stuff on how to get stronger, I was able to do one USA powerlifting meet to qualify for national high school nationals thanks to me spending an extra year in high school. I knew I wasn't going to come in first place, no, thanks to how big and best shape those other guys were. Well, thanks to me of how I've come back stronger since I have a hurt shoulder, I'm happy I've made progress and I've came back a lot stronger than I was before. Because how I'm inspired to that movie is when life knocks you down, you can choose whether or not to get back up, and I have since, thanks to physical therapy as an excellent usage of coming back. I'm coming back 100 times stronger than I was before since after high school nationals.
Let me ask you a question, kind of going back to when you started, and then I want to come back to nationals because that sounds really cool. But what do you remember like your first meet that you attended?
Yes, the first meet I attended was, let me look at these, is what my mom had for me. Were the tips and advice like through a Zoom meeting they showed us what to do since I did do a little bit of mistakes from my very first meet in November of 2021 how
Okay.
there were some mistakes I didn't know there you had to wait for the squat commands to squat and always how else I'm learning from my mistakes is when you get all the way up back up you're not supposed to re-rack the weight until the judge tells you to.
Wow. How did was that frustrating or
Yeah, it was frustrating.
yeah? How did you feel going into the meet?
I felt fresh, strong that I could do great, but after I didn't know some of the rules. It was frustrating, but now
Yeah.
that I know them better, I took it to my future, and now as I'm still preparing gain weight for the one I have coming up in March, I feel more ready, better, and confident now.
So, did the mistakes disqualify you or just,
Yes.
oh, really?
How they disqualified me is after I jumped the rack command, I had several people come up to me and say, and the stars in back of me touching me, saying, "You're not supposed to re-rack the weight until the judge tells you to." The lift would have counted, but I jumped the rack command.
Oh my gosh, that seems kind of silly, but I guess the rules are the rules, right?
Yep, so let me share the rules with you also.
Sure. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not familiar. I never
First it
seen.
comes squat, bench, then deadlift. So like when you squat, they can give you a lift off in bench press, but not squat. So like when you unrack the weight, you have to put your feet in position of how you want. Then you have to look at the judge. They'll have your hand up like this when they say squat. That's the squat signal is when you're going to get down, and all three of them are going to look at your depth to make sure you had a good low enough depth for them to give you three white lights off because you got to get down and break below parallel. And then when you get all the way back up, you just got to wait for them to say rack, and then the lift will count.
Wow.
And for bench press, they can give you a lift off the back spar cam, but then your back spotter has to move out of the way so the judge who's in charge of me can see it, but the two on the side can stay there. And then they'll give you a start command, and then they'll give you a 2, 3 second pause, and then they'll say press, and then rack.
Okay. So yeah, walk me through all the different ones. You got the bench press, what a deadlift.
Yep, deadlift is last. The only thing you can't do in deadlift is jerk your back, or else you're disqualified. And along to with you have to wait for the down command. There's only one command. Like when you get all the way back up, they'll signal you and say down, and then they'll judges should wait for the judges' calls.
Is there how many different exercises are there?
Nope, that's it. There's only three lifts.
Oh,
Just
and squat.
yep, that's it. Just squat, bench press, and deadlift. That's it.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. So you just whoever lifts the heaviest weight wins. Is that
Depends on what age and group class you're in. Also, let me share this with you all as well. Like if you want to win more than one medal in a meet, you have to register for multiple divisions.
wow. So you can how do you get so you can go into like a weight class higher? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I won't know until after my meet. So, like, yeah, there's bench only for another division, but you can still do squat, bench, deadlift. It's just you have to register for again multiple divisions that you'll be in. Just like how
Is
I
it
can't
is it based on like weight class or
weight class, age, and weight class. Yeah, that's mainly it. Just weight class and age, junior and junior only,
Mhm.
because it's just what they have for you when you. That's it.
Wow. So going back to nationals, fast forwarding back to that, how did it feel having your whole family there cheering for you?
It felt great as after the first meeting, I knew what I'm glad I was still able to qualify for nationals after my first frustrating meet. It felt great and happy to have my whole family there with me that I got to compete at a very nice hotel I liked a lot. It was called the Westin Chicago Lombard.
Wow. Well, that's where you were competing at?
Yep, that's the name of the hotel. We got to compete inside a hotel because every time you do a nationals meet, it's always going to take place at a hotel. That way you don't have much only no traveling and do, just go inside a hotel.
Wow. Now tell me a little bit about Coach Dan.
Okay, how I'm related to the Karate Kill. How again, when on my walk and introduced myself, I knew he wouldn't mind it because after I introduced myself to him, he didn't mind me going in lifting weights as it's unusual to go inside a random person's garage and lift weights. Well, I was just a very nice guy, and so was he. And then again, when 3 months later, when COVID hit us, since again, high school lifting classes, so they don't teach you anything right about lifting. Well, thanks
Yeah,
to
yeah.
him, he taught me the right things on how to get stronger because lightweight and the more reps you get in, that doesn't make you stronger at all. That just means you're exercising. If you want to be able to lift heavier, it's heavy weight, low reps.
Yeah. Heavy weight, low
Because he
reps.
was absolutely correct of what made me get stronger and be able to pick up heavy more things and finally be able to deadlift over 600.
That's crazy. Can you pick up a car?
Heck no, because those weigh a lot more than 600.
Well, I get it, the one side of it. No, that's great. So what's the heaviest lift you've ever attempted?
So my personal best lifts are a 540 squat, a 345 bench press, and a 630 deadlift.
Wow. Wow. Did you ever try more than 630?
No, after that one day when I was only going for one rep max, I knew I could only get 630s after of how I felt, but I will try after my meet is coming up because let me also share this with you all.
Sure, sure.
Well, after I got sick in December, I did have to take almost 2 weeks off rest because when you're sick, it's not good for your body to lift weights
Mhm.
or play any sports because better just to relax and rest because rest has important dash changes so you don't make your body worse or fatigue when you're sick.
Yeah. No, true. So when's your next meet?
This March 15th, now less than 6 weeks coming up, and I can't wait. I'll do another podcast with you then about how that meet went.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome. So how often do you do meets?
And also to share this with you all in case you ever all get into it. Well, if you all get into powerlifting, well, here's the problem this sport compared to the others. A smart person, 3 meets a year is the max. It's because they do give your body a little bit up. So like also after your meets, gonna take some time off to let your body recover. It's because it's only a 2 or 3 time a year thing. Just depends if you don't get hurt or sick.
So yeah, let me see if I understand correctly. When you go to a meet, the amount of weight you're going to be attempting is higher than
Yes.
you've been training with.
Yeah, higher than average training. It's like when you want it, you only let me also I forgot I left this out with you also. Like you only get 3 attempts per lift. You always want your first attempt to be something very nice and easy that you can do for at least 3 to 4 reps. Same thing with your second set that you can do for at least 1 to 2 reps, what you know about, and then your last attempt it's up to you whether you think you can get what you've never gotten before or not.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to do three lifts, start out with one you can. So do you do three or four reps or you just do one?
You just do one
Okay.
rep because what I meant to say is you only get three
Yeah, okay,
attempts
yes. You
per
okay.
squat, bench, and deadlift. You do 9 lifts
Gotcha.
total.
You get three attempts. So you go first attempt, make it one that you know you can do three or four of. Go ahead, get that one in, get that on the board,
Yes, and
and
then
then
you go to the judges of what and let them know what you want your next attempt to
and they
be.
put the extra weights on.
Yes, but
Gotcha.
except it goes in order. Like you don't go right to your next attempt. There's a line from heaviest to lightest. Like you depends. If I was doing heavier than others, it would go back to be whoever was in line
Mm.
first doing the lighter weight.
Wow. Wow. No, that sounds really smart too, because I would you say that allows your body to warm up to the weight that you're trying to get to?
Yes, but it just depends how much rest you get per hour long it takes for the lifters to go through each lift.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow. So do you have a go-to pump up song before you do your lift?
Yep, sometimes, like I know some of the lifters usually have their headphones in before they go, but because these are the rules we'll have to share with you all. When you're out on the platform, you're not allowed to have any AirPods or headphones in. So, like, if you want a pump up song, yeah, you can have it very loud, and then they have to take it off they have to take them off and then get you hyped to go out there and complete your lift.
Yeah.
But for me, how I have it is I sniff the smelling salts and I get back slapped because it helps me get hyped and complete my lift. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
do music 'cause that takes up more time. So To me, just sniffing the ball and getting my back slapped is better.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, you got to have a routine, right?
Yes.
All right. If your weightlifting journey was a movie, what would it be called?
I would call it the I'm trying to do a journey in the future. I would call it the powerlifting kid.
The powerlifting kid. Okay. Is that like kind of Karate Kid, powerlifting kid?
Yes.
I like it.
Because there is also a movie called The Martial Arts Kid that was made a couple years later.
Yeah. Um, you
And
said one of your movies, your favorite movies is Rocky. Is that right?
yep, I love Rocky Balboa and Real Steel. That's a shame they never made a second one, well, only because it's a movie with Rocky Balboa but with robots, but that was starring Hugh Jackman.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No, no. Is that a newer video?
No, it's an old one. It was made in 2011.
It's Rocky's with Hugh Jackman.
Yep, starring Hugh Jackman, but that just with robots. That's the name of the movie's called
Of
Real
robots.
Steel.
Huh.
Yep, it's called Real Steel because steel as in metal.
Wow. Um, have you ever done like a crazy workout challenge, like 100 reps or something?
No, because I'd rather not hurt myself as I actually have once. Like that's how I messed up and ruined my shoulder. But
Really?
thanks to that, I did come back stronger as I'm proud of myself. Thanks to Dr. Toss, the one who did my shoulder surgery. But thanks to that, it helped me come back stronger than I ever was before because I'm ready to share this with you. Also, like, yeah, before I warm up, I do
Mhm.
internal and external rotation. Then I do lay down with another band doing these stretches. And then
Okay.
I do this band where I'm up against a wall, having a band in between my hands going up, down, and then I'm for leg stretches. Let me grab my pieces of paper that way I can share with
For
you
sure.
all what I do to warm up for leg stretches is one sec. Oop, one. Fun hip internal rotation for 2 to 3 sets. Hold for 5 seconds.
Okay.
And yep, have a marching glute bridge on foam roller in between with you and do that. Hold for 5 seconds. 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 11 reps. And the next one I do is this one because it's another
Okay.
good. And then I do a marching glute bridge on foam roller for 3 sets of 7, and then one second. I do dumbbell step ups where I just grab a stool or anything and do dumbbell step ups for 2 or 3 sets of 7 going up very nice and soft 2 to 3 seconds and then back down because this is also what's helped me come back stronger. But I only do leg stretches too if I'm doing a lower body too that day. If I'm just doing upper body that day, I only need to do internal next rotation, upper body stretches, and that's it.
Okay. So that's like your warm up before your workout.
Yep, that's all for my warm up for my workout. And then when I'm done, I always like to go sit in the hot sauna and grab a massage at the massage chair before I leave because it does help cool my muscles down and along too with holding a dead hang on a pull-up bar for however long
Oh
I
wow.
can. The most I've ever done is 3 minutes because you always want to put chalk on your hands of what helps you grip the bar better.
Walk me through like a week. How do you go through your workouts? How often do you do them?
I
How
lift
do they
four
change?
4 days a week, and then on days when I'm not lifting, I get to go for a nice long walk for at least an hour or more. But if it's depends on how the weather is. So like if it's rain or badly snowing, I just usually walk around the house, or if it's rain, I would just go to the gym and walk on the treadmill.
Okay. So are those like 4 days in a row, or those
No,
every other day?
yeah, every other day. So like I lift weights on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, but then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, get, go for a nice long walk outside. But again, depends on how
Okay.
the weather is and everything.
Oh, cool. Um, and so tomorrow's Monday, you'll be doing a a session, right?
Yes.
Walk me through like what that's going to look like or what you think.
So the coach I'm working right now is with Connor. So like on Mondays, I work on squats, and he picks for me what to do. And then on Tuesdays, I work on bench press, and then on Fridays, I do deadlifts, and then on Saturdays, I work on overhead pressing. That has nothing to do with
Oh,
even
okay.
nothing to do with competing. I just do it to get bigger shoulders. Where you never want to use your legs to push the weight. You only want to use your shoulders to push the weight. Because if you want to get bigger shoulders, you only got to use your shoulders to bring the weight up and down.
Okay, so each day has a specific exercise that you're focusing on.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So every Monday you'll work on squats, Wednesday you'll work on
Bench.
bench, and Friday you do the deadlift.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So, any idea? Do you just your coach tells you what to do to work on squats? Or
I've kind of already got the form of it. Well, yeah, how you work on squash. You want to have your head tucked in. You gotta want to learn to keep your chest up, but head tucked in because when you're going down, you want most of the time want to keep your body up because perhaps when I'm like this down and coming up, that's when it will
yeah,
make the
yeah.
weight harder for me to get. And along too with you also want to make sure you can do what you can do because I've had to save some people's lives for when they couldn't bench press or push the weight a bit more. They were screaming and yelling for help, then I had to go save them in.
Wow.
I have had to never save someone's life for them from squatting because when I squat, I only use the safety racks to use for safety when I'm squatting, but I only grab spars when I need to when I'm squatting
Mm.
heavy and but I just know how to get better as I learn to keep my chest up and head tucked in.
So so tomorrow's workout, like, do you have any idea of how many reps you're gonna do, how much weight you're gonna put on, what it's gonna be like?
Yes, so like tomorrow, I'll see. I know to not feel discouraged as I may feel discouraged sometimes, like on days when my shoulders give me terrible inflammation, but how I can feel discouraged is as now just about 5 weeks out to my meet. I told my coach as I'm 5 weeks out to my meet, I cannot feel the need to miss any lifts I unfortunately have this week, as this week was unfortunately a down week because sometimes you're not always going to have good days at the gym, like when you doing things that you don't getting the lifts in that you're
Mm.
missing or you don't want.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, so let me check for a second to see what I have going on. So like tomorrow, hold on one sec. Tomorrow I'm getting back to heavy things because as I'm now 5 weeks out to my meet, so
Mm.
here's how I want it to be. I want it to be heavy for this weekend, next week, but then for the last 3 weeks, taking it light and heavy because you want to save the energy for the meet of why I just told you why people only do
Yeah.
2 or 3 meets a year as the max because then their body's so tired out.
Mm.
So let me also share this with you that I haven't yet. So I hope I'm hoping that I'm able to qualify for nationals this week because as I'm in a new federation called United States Powerlifting Association, they told me I can do a meet to
Wow.
qualify. So as I told them my personal best lifts, they told me I already have the numbers. So I'm hoping after this meet I'm able to qualify for the summer nationals that takes place in Nevada.
Wow. Wow, that is awesome.
Yep. So like here's my workout for this. So I'd love to share with you also. Yep. Tomorrow I'm doing 5 by 3 or five at 80 to 90% of my heavy squat. And then second, I'm doing pause squats for 3x3 where I go to the bottom, hold it for a second or two, and then I'm doing leg extensions and curls for 3 sets of 12, and then I'm doing split squats for 3 sets of 10 where you just stand still and
Hmm.
go down, up, and then I'm doing leg press and then a little bit of calf raises because, hey, never forget the calves. It's always important to do
Yeah,
calf
yeah.
raises. And then that's it. And I'm going to finish with doing some PT exercise only because I'm glad I'm still required after getting hurt to do some PT to help avoid any setbacks what we've wanted to begin with. But why? After I pulled a hamstring last year,
Hmm.
because I'm glad we add in lower body stretches because this helped me come back even stronger than from after shoulder surgery. Like, because after I pulled a hamstring, I'm glad I was able to squat 505 without any spars. I got up and down very nicely because thanks to another hamstring after my uncle passed away, they said, "Hey, don't worry. We love and care for you, Luke. You'll come back even stronger." And they were absolutely correct.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Good you were able to bounce back.
Yep, it's good. I was too, and now when the time comes, I can't wait to share with you all after my meet and
Mhm.
tell you all how great that meet went. And since you told me you haven't seen that movie Real Steel, I'm convincing you all to check it out.
You gotta check
And
it out. That's right.
because I also want to share the scene with you all that I like a lot because it inspires me as well. Like when his dad apologized and he couldn't get those years back. He made him happy by giving him the Zeus fight. So let me take my headphones out that way you can hear it. You hear my phone? You hear
No, not yet.
you hear my phone now?
No.
You hear me?
Look, I know
Now I do.
you think I abandoned
You
you,
hear me
and
now?
Yeah.
well, I guess I did originally.
Then you sold me. Charlie,
Should I
Hey,
put this the
you
phone
have
near the
no
screen or
business
if you
being
hear
here.
that's
if you'd
true.
rather hear instead
You
of
got full
watching it?
custody. He's yours, and I know I've done all kinds of wrong by this
No,
kid.
this is good.
If you'll let me, just like to do one thing right. Now, where were we?
You sold me.
Right. Yeah, that happened.
Well, wait, what? Then we had our asses kicked.
And you slept on a shelf in a truck, and it was awful.
And dangerous.
Really dangerous. I mean, I know. God, sorry.
That's why you came? To say you're sorry?
No. I mean, yes, yes. But no. No, I came to tell you that I heard you. I got it. I'm a little slow, but I got it. And I know you had a bum ride, Max, and I wasn't there, and I should have been. Should have been. Your mom was.
She was cool, wasn't she?
She was.
She was the coolest.
Yeah, she was. And I'm sorry about what happened with her. And I can't get those years back, Max. But I'm here right now. And if you're up for it, I'm ready to fight. Not the Zeus fight.
What?
No, no, you got the Zeus fight. What do you say, Deborah? We do this one last thing? We'll probably get our asses kicked, but at least we'll go down swinging. Yeah. What do you say?
Yep, that's it. That's what I like to admire the most for you all.
Yeah. What that that interaction right there, what did that mean to you?
It meant a lot to me because I'm glad it made him happy, and he's right. We'll probably get our asses kicked, but at least we'll go down swinging. It made me happy because it thought he put a smile on his face, even though they knew they were going to get their ass kicked. It still meant a lot to me.
Wow. Yeah, it's a way to stay positive in against adversity, huh?
Yep, same thing about after Miami. I can wait to share with you all. So if I go to nationals, I know you got to be confident, as always. What my coach told me, like I know that's not the kind of attitude to have where you think you'll go out there to lose because you got to be confident, as always, knowing out there that you'll get the lift, visualizing yourself and having a good day. But going to get up against good people is just still a good attitude to have with a smile on your face.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, Luke, man, the time has flown by. I have so much more I want to talk to you about, which is a good thing because we're planning to talk again soon, right? You got the big meet uh,
Yep.
coming up, and we're definitely going to want to tune in um, after the fact, maybe get some clips. Do you have some clips of your old meets that you've done?
Yes, I have some old clips of my old meets I love to share with you all. Like at my very last one, I was happy to be the only one to squat 500 or more and the only one with a 600-pound or more deadlift.
Wow. Yeah, so what I can do when I post the video, I could put a link to that video. Is it on YouTube as well, or we can put it
No, yeah, you can put it on YouTube. Well, they
up?
do have the a YouTube link movie to my old meets, but I have the videos. It's very I just think the videos because the YouTube is linked to the is very long with other people in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can figure it out. We'll talk about it.
And I can't
Um,
wait to share this with you all in 5 weeks. So like my meet is on March 16th and in 6 weeks on the March 16th, the day after my meet. I can't wait to see you all again, share after that meet. Hopefully when I'm able to qualify.
yeah, yeah, no, that is huge. So say everything goes well, um, and you qualify for nationals. Do you know when that meet would be?
It won't be until July and no,
Wow.
which is a good thing because I'm glad I spoke with several of the meet directors. I had to make sure I was taking several months off before my next meet to let my body recover and to be ready for nationals when the time comes. Because again, you always want to only do 2 or 3 meets a year, like take 4 to 5 months before you do another one or 6 months to another one.
Yeah. Um, as and for qualifying, is it as simple as, hey, if you can wait, I mean, sorry, if you can lift, uh, deadlift 600 pounds, you qualify, or how does it work?
How it works is you ask the meet directors what the qualifying total number is, and then after the meet's over, I'll know then. It's like I bring my laptop with me and I register myself for nationals because I was already able to qualify, and they'll give me a card to get saying that I was already able to qualify that I'm looking forward to since I already got the qualifying numbers I need.
Wow. Wow, that's cool. Um, and so then this would be, if you qualify, this would be your second time going to nationals?
Yep, but in a new federation because this federation was better for me. We could do any meet to qualify.
Wow. Wow, that's cool. Awesome. Well, we're all rooting for you. Can't, it sounds like you got a amazing system down. Uh, and I'm sure anyone listening's fascinated, and it's realizing how good having that structure helps. Sounds like you've really got everything planned out every single day, and you're on a train heading to
Yep.
nationals.
I already have everything planned every single day, and I have a train to get to nationals, and hopefully, when spring break comes in 5 weeks, I'll can able to come see the whole soccer team, and we can go to either any time in Berryville or at One Life or Vintage Iron in Winchester or to the shop gym, and I can do a workout with you all.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome. You can show us the ropes.
Yes, sir.
or the weights. But yeah, well, Luke, so much, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us today and sharing your wisdom and all of your experiences. And best of luck to you. Keep stay strong. All right. And
Well,
yeah, we'll talk more soon.
yep, when you post this, I'm after we get off, I'm glad we have a deal. I'm gonna share my other clips with you that you can post people to make them happy to see me.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. All right, we'll see you.
See ya.